Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at a game called Banished. Now this game was developed by Shining Rock software. Now keep in mind this game is a little bit older. It was published on February 2014, so it more than a few years has passed, but this game is legendary. Many games has popping mechanics from this game and other things, so I decided to present you because it is one of the games that made turning point in this genre. So for starts, as majority of the games, we have different kind of achievements we can complete. It doesn't mean nothing, only for your soul. Also, this game has ability to be modified. As you can see, I have some mods installed. It is very easy. I will show you and make one video how to mod this game easily. Also, we'll make a guide for this game since this game doesn't have tutorial. So who wants to see it, go and see a guide. It will be like a small tutorial just for you to get started. Now, when you're making a new town, we'll be presented with few options. Starting conditions are written here. So this is maybe one of the best starting places because you will get a little bit of something, clothes, food. You will even have constructed bar, some livestock and so on. You can choose different kind of settings for map. This is very important. This is very important because climate will impact so many of your things. Your main enemy is the nature in this game. So now let's start and let me show you why this game has made so many turning points in this genre and why this is considered one of the greatest games in this genre again. Now we'll be starting a settlement like this. We'll get few families, in this case 5 families, build barn, and the supplies. Depending on the scenario, you can start with more or less people. And our main goal is to make a settlement, some kind of village, town, whatever, and to survive. So for the start, you can pause your game. Space does it. Also here, you can control many options, including speeding up to 10 times. Now, for start, you want to open this and click the first button here. It will allow you basic info on your town. Now, in our town, which month it is, so the year is going around, how much adults, students / children we have. So children will be moving around and doing nothing. Students, if you have a school, will attend them, and adults will be a workforce. We have 3 main resources, which are logs, stone and iron. You can collect them from places like this. As you can see, you can chop wood. Also there's iron line, or you can build mines for it. Also we have firewood, so it can be coal and lots of things others, but for the start it's firewood, which will keep us warm during the winter, our citizens. Stored materials, different kind of materials like glass, sand, a lot of stuff. This game has many items in it. We have tools and clothes. So when you click on any citizen, you will see he has a tool iron, which increases his work speed. Also he's educated, which increases his work speed, his happiness and health. Now this stat is relatively easy to maintain. All you have to do is make a herbalist. Now I'm gonna speed up a little bit and make a village, so we can talk further more about mechanics of this game. Now here we are. I have managed to build a small village, let me say. It has a few houses. Every house, as you can see, has certain families in it, living, breeding children and so on. We are at the mid stage of the game. We have 20 adults. As you can see, game evolves around thriving of the town. So main thing we need is crop fields, our main source of food for the start. You can click here, and if you have different seeds, different options will show itself here. There is lots of types of food, a lot of types of food. Also we can set up orchards. And we can have ranches for the any kind of animals. So in this case we have chickens, and we have apricots here. This will act as our central warehouse for the now. You have warehouse for the different things. As you can see, we produce already a lot of items. Besides that, we have stockpiles for the, let's say, 3 main resources. Now I will give you a good tip. Make a central warehouse somewhere when you're playing. And then, let's say, when we look at this part of the town, I have a small stockpile, and it is only for him who is cutting it into firewood. So everything else goes down to the central warehouse. And then all the buildings which need log also get it. So we have wood here also, logs, sorry. Game is fairly easy at its core. So as I said, all you have to do is keep your citizens fed, warm, give them tools, educate them. You can build churches, graveyards. There is a million of buildings to be built. This is only for the houses. So as you can see, there are stone houses, which we have. There are country houses and so on. There are villas, mansions. Also, a lot of building has a cool feature when you can press F button and change the appearance of the house. So you can set up which one you like. There is, I will show you a lot of roads. There's even a drawing bridge. There are, now we have traders. As you can see here, I have set it up during the year. 1 or 2 traders will pass here, and they may supply you, depending on what do you have, trading post, farming supplier, different kind of items, so you can trade your access for the things you need. You will only start with 1 seed, 1 farm animal, and 1 seed for the trees, but depending, some scenarios even give you less, so you have to trade for the rest. As you can see, you can make different kind of stockpiles, like you have for materials, iron, and not just general stockpiles. Also market buildings, like we have big market here. He will pull everything in his range, as you can see this yellow bar, into him to some degree, and he will supply nearby houses and so on. So it is a nice addition. As you can see, there are different kind of stalls you can make just for one particular item. Store barns. You will start with this, and then you can upgrade it to this. A lot of buildings can be upgraded. Like, let's say we have small smithy here, like smith. All we have to do is click here and have these resources, and we'll improve it to large smithy. Then large number of workers can work there. So, as I said, we have civic buildings like schools, wells for putting out fires, and so on. Churches, different kind of health buildings. As you can see, there are lots of things you can gather for food, from hunting to beekeeping, fishing, and so on. Also for processing various kinds of food, like making bread and so on. So as you can see, there are lots and lots of different buildings. There is a mod called Colonial Chapter. I would advise you to install it. It will give you additional, like, palisades, cannons. There is also a lot of decorative items, as you can see. Depending on what you're taking, they may need you for wood or whatever. So basically, as I said, you don't have enemy. Your main enemy will be your main mistakes, whether it's half of your people freezing from cold, or whether not having enough food. This game is quite hard at the start, especially for the beginners. It presents large challenges. One more free tip: when making farm, make it 15 by 15 and put 2 workers in it. They will feed a lot of people. They can feed up to like 25 people, 20-25 people by themselves. So this is a maybe most efficient way to grow food. Also, these guys, gather as hut, they will produce incredible amount of food, but we'll get into it during the guide video. So as I said, your main enemy in this game will be time, weather effects, whether they can produce fire, they can produce early winters, strong winters. It can happen that you don't manage to fill your crops and so on. As you can see, we got the merchant at our dock, so he's selling this for this price, but we are only buying seeds at the moment. So basically, everything you see is the foundation of many other games that came after this. I would strongly advise you to buy this game. This game maybe has a little bit poor graphic, but remember, this game was made only almost 10 years ago, and it is still one of the best in this genre. Never mind the graphics, it has mechanics and economics underneath. It is amazing. Everything is perfectly calculated. As for the music is fairly decent. Shame they don't have a larger number of tracks, but it is good. You can also implement tracks into the game, so you can mess with that. As for modding is good. We're gonna make one video how to mod this game. They have their own page where they're putting mods that are really working, so I'll give you a link to this in the mod video. As for how this game is addictive, it is very addictive. I'm playing it like 10 years later still. It is incredible the atmosphere the game makes, especially when the snow falls or something like that, and fires are burning and you are missing on some kind of ingredient, and you have to like this close some shops and shift around workers because you don't have enough workers. As you can see here, the sheer number of professions just, and let's say some professions split and work into 2 or 3 different kind of buildings. So for every of these professions there is a building or more. As you can see, traders work in this building and in like 5 more buildings. There's native trader and so on. So guys, I would highly recommend you to buy this game. Try it out. It's amazing. It's amazing, especially for those who like to plan, micromanagement, strategy. This is incredible amount of fun. So everybody, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. If so, subscribe and share. We're gonna make more videos, and you will not miss out on the new content, which is coming on practically daily basis. So, see you all and have fun.